Hello everyone, I'm Mikko and I love gaming. And as you heard, this is SpinMaster for the Neo Geo arcade system. I've been showing a lot of love to Capcom lately, so I figured, you know what, let's showcase some of the arcade games that their competition put out. Now, in case you don't know, the Neo Geo system was produced by SNK, who are probably best known for their fighting games, particularly King of Fighters. And as you can see, the second time I'm playing this, I did a little warm-up round. And yeah, they were the major competition for Capcom back in the day. They put out a lot of really nice games on their system, and I figured, you know what? I'll show you some of those and have some fun going back into games of my youth, because SpinMasters may have been the arcade game that I didn't put the most credits into, but like I played it in the most different locations on family trips, whether it be on a cruise or abroad somewhere in the Mediterranean. I just seemed to come across this a lot, and pretty much every time I did, I wanted to put in a quarter or the equivalent. The game was actually developed by Data East, who are kind of infamous for ripping off certain Capcom ideas, but as far as I know, this one is fairly original. You're right. And yeah, this was something that I played a lot. I still have very fond memories for. Yeah, it's a really nifty like platformy action game. As you can tell, I'm sure you're not blind, and if you are, sorry. but why are you on YouTube anyway? Just listen to me battle is odd for everybody. And devil might be my favorite weapon in the game. But yeah, like you have a bunch of different weapons. I'm not sure exactly how many there are. At least like 5 or 6 or something. Or have their basic attack. They have this loaded up move, which in this case does the kind of double guy who adds his firepower to mine. Just keep him pinned down for this first part. I love how the bombs don't come down if you hit him. Man, don't push on me yet. Get out. Just bring it. Come on. Yeah, the first boss is super easy. I don't think I took a single hit, but don't worry, I'll be getting hit plenty. Must save Mary. Yeah, just get into the next stage. Which is each door, I suppose. Immediately get hit. Snip, fire. Pick it. Oh, that scorpion snuck up on me. They have a tendency to do that, which kind of makes them a fairly authentic representation of real scorpions who have a nasty tendency to sneak up on you. Uh-oh. I think I'll be using my first bomb here. Yeah, clear the screen. Oh no, don't slide in there. Super, please kill the ant lion or whatever that is. Not an ant eater, that would be the mammal. Yippee-yi-yay! So many members getting at least this far. And I'm still on my first credit. That might have been one of the beauties of the game of like you can get a decent amount of playtime out of a single credit, unlike say a fighter where I can get just butchered in moments. Up. Got me a bomb. this is very like, well, even the aesthetic kind of say how, oh god, this is supposed to be fairly kid friendly. So yeah, you know, starts off easy and whatnot. Not sure exactly how difficult it even gets, but we'll get harder. Somehow jump over him. With my somehow magnetically connected to me cart since it follows my movements. But yeah, some SNK games, usually the ones developed by SNK, can get pretty frigging brutal. They will just beat your ass if you don't know what you're doing. But for the most part, they're all super high quality for the time, so... I'd say Capcom had too many duds that I could name just off the top of my head, but... I think Neo Geo might have been really super high quality system in terms of, especially in terms of like, just the power and the graphics and sound it can produce as compared to other stuff at the time, but the problem was that it cost a shit ton. Like, I think, basically I can kill myself with the fire. Or being hurt by wire. And bomb. Nice. Yeah, I think that the same hardware that you could buy for your home is more or less exactly what the arcades had. At least the games are pretty much indistinguishable. And, you know, that was unique at the time. You know, Super Nintendo, there are very few games on it that actually look exactly the same as the arcade, if any. But Neo Geo did that. Problem is that it just cost a shit ton. For some reason, the number that comes to mind is 5,000. That's probably not right. But, nope. Smack back into their things. Nah, I didn't know that. Still killed it. Is he saying you're finished, hombre, or hombre? Just very Japanesedly, I guess. I think he might be. That's kind of terrible sounding. No. But yeah, the Neo Geo is the super high-end system all the time. It's just that so few people could actually afford it, because the system itself was really costly. I'm not sure if I'm remembering the 5,000 wrong, but a lot. And then the systems were like around $200 or something like that each. I believe some of them more. Maybe some might be less. Like, I can't recall if this one might have been slightly cheaper. I might have heard that at some point, but be that as it may, it's like 2 to 4 times as much as other game systems is. Games. That's still pretty significant, no matter how arcade perfect they may be. Of course, for somebody, it was worth it, because, you know, their favorites were only on the system. Pretty soon the King of Fighters games were exclusive to the Neo Geo till, like, I'm thinking PlayStation 2. I could be wrong. I can't recall if one had ports of King of Fighters as yet. And well, if you ask a lot of people, King of Fighters might be the best fighting game series ever. All depends on taste, but especially in, like, I believe, well, Japan obviously, because that's their home crowd. But also I believe in Latin America, like, King of Fighters was super huge back in the day. And personally, I'm a big fan of SNK's fighters. I'm just not the best at them, and like I think I already brought up, like, the difficulty on some of these games can be just utterly brutal, and some the fighters in particular, like freaking like SNK boss is a term for just unbelievably difficult fighting game bosses that I've heard for years and years. Because they can be just utterly unforgiving and have what feel like totally unfair moves. Nope. And I almost completely missed that. Should save it for this part. Yeah, take damage. Alright, so only have a third left, but then again I've spent my bombs. Up. Wow, that went surprisingly smoothly. Eventually I'll probably be playing the fighting games and whatnot, just to show you how badly they can beat someone's ass if you don't know what you're doing and have the movesets memorized and whatnot. Because I really kind of want to show right? Exactly what Capcom's competition was like back in the day, and what high quality products they put out for, you know, again, the arcade. Oh man, I got the thunder and I immediately died. Thunder is a tracking missile weapon. Possibly the best one in the game, but... Crab got me again. With most enemies in the game you can jump on and cause... Ow. Oh god. So many people. Get out of here. Most enemies you can jump on and damage, but I believe the crabs are an exception to that. Off. Yeah, they can jump on me too. So, fair enough, I guess. But yeah, the Neo Geo hosted a lot of super high quality games for the time. And the fact that the home console system was exactly the same was a pretty big deal. Just that, that price tag. So they were very rare back in the day, and that's why even now they're very rare on the market, and still very, very costly. Probably more so than ever, because that's how collectors' markets tend to work. I didn't realize it would be lowering me all the way to the poison. Why is there a pond of poison anyway? Oh, man, I'm taking these hits. I'm gonna waste all my bombs just dying. I Super Mario that turtle. Slightly precarious there. Yeah. Not the first shout that would come to mind as I fall down in a pit. Give me that ice. Keep forgetting to use my loader weapon, I guess. Ah. Actually very handy with some of these. But yeah, like, imagine paying... Let's say this was like cheap for the system, and paying like $100 for this. And this is a very nifty game, and I really enjoy it, but like, once you get through it once, I don't know how soon you'll want to be popping it right back in. As compared to a lot of games that were considerably cheaper. Oh, missed that bomb, darn it. What? Okay, why is he in his loincloth down here? Die, you goo monster. Die, monster! Oh! Killed me by growing big. take the hurts. Take it. Nah. Man, that face must have hurt.
You were finished on me.
You ain't finished on me. Yeah, I make fun of the sound quality or whatnot, but like, again, this is not exactly a new game. Back in the day, this was pretty much high tech. Oh my god, games that talk to you. Well, they had that technology before, but like, still wasn't exactly common in video games to hear voice acting. Ah. I actually can't recall this stage very well at all. I'm not sure I made it this far too often. I am on my last credit, and I'd imagine I usually probably only popped in like 2 credits worth. You know, being a kid and all. Don't die in the poison, this is my last life. Oh, well, I think I've done a decent job of showing off this game. And like, that's pretty much, you know, what this channel is all about. It's, you know, sharing experiences, whether they be old dear memories like this game, or, you know, possibly new dear memories in the making with something new. And I immediately died pathetically. Oh, that was kind of a shit ending. But yeah, it's still a really nice game to go back to, and like, if I saw this in an arcade, I probably would put in a couple bucks and just relive the days in the authentic environment. But for now, I guess doing this at home will have to suffice. Hopefully you enjoyed this little ride back in time with me, and will join me again next time. This was MikkoLovesGaming, and take care.